Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. The holidays have arrived. Thank you for spending a part of them with us. We're away in Week 16 on EA Sports. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Running back sent in motion left. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with a penalty. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throw right side, cut by Olave. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
He fields this at the 18. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And it's going to be Texans football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Pretty obvious, this defense, man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Marshawn Lattimore up from the secondary for the stop. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 41. Short pass brought in.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Throw on 3rd down. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. The Texans set to punt. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Saints are going to have some work to do as they take over. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. Motioning left is their running back. Nix with it on 1st. Dumped off to his running back. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Texans going nickel coverage, 3rd down. Running back sent in motion. Now Nix on 3rd down. He's throwing deep to the left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 36. That's caught, Devon Achane. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Finds him on the slant. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And it sets up a Houston 1st. He's dropping back to throw. Has it at the 7. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Trying to run it in. Achane has the Houston touchdown. The Texans take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Point after by Mevis is good. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Nix off the play action. Completed to his running back. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Neither side separating much so far. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. Gets this one to Shaheed. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Play action with Nix. He has the first over the middle. And that one's going to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Finds his back complete. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Going for it on 4th, Nix. Complete out to the right. And they take him down right along the 30. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
They'll start the drive with Achane. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. They run the counter to Achane. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Dell now in motion right. He spins right by him. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. To throw here on 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they face 2nd down. Looking for a throw here. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback trying power for it. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense eyes were elsewhere, and that really opened up an avenue for this fullback to power his way forward and reach that 1st down.
Here he goes on the bootleg. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Second down carry for Achane. Has a big hole left. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Devon Achane with the touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Nevis with a point after. And the Texans double their lead to 14. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. And it's the Saints looking at 2nd and 3. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 2nd and 3. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Nix. Hits his running back. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
One's complete right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Fullback trying to power it across. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Saints making a one-score game before halftime. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Saints chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He'll take this at the 10. And this drive will start inside the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That finds Jacobs complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They're set up at the 35 now. Play action on first down. Connection made to Dell. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Ready!
Throwing now on first down. This one falls incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Let's go now.
Still sticking with the passing game. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Houston first.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Not much time left in the half, so the kicking team out on first down. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
One last play before the break. He'll throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Reed now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 9. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of this shotgun, a give to AJ. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision in extra yards.
And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets a good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
From the 37. Goddard makes the catch. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They go play action here. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
Running with A-Chain and out of the gun. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints tie things up at 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Go.
They'll try and throw it here. Finds him over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. Dell now in motion right. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
It just feels like any time this guy touches the ball, it's a big play waiting to happen. He could be lined up wide or when they use him as a runner. If someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
Here's a chain up the middle. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Third and long for him here. Oh, Derwin James gets him. It's an interception. And the Saints are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They bring Olave in motion. Look at this. The wideout gets it to start this drive. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Taken in by Shaheed. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up to the 44. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
He gets it to Juwan Johnson. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Pride getting it to Chris Olave. So it's going to be 4th and short.
I think in a situation like that, 3rd and inches, defense is certainly thinking stop the run first. But that's well done defensively. Not a problem for them to adapt and get into the right coverage and now force a critical 4th down.
Has a hole left, room to run. There it is, touchdown New Orleans. The Saints parlay the interception into points. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. And after that last-second score in the 3rd, we'll resume play with a kickoff. Reed now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
A-Chain on the inside give. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Complete to Dell.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They get an even 10 on that play. And it sets up a Houston 1st. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Back to pass on 1st and 10. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. Here's A-Chain running right. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
That's a cut beyond the marker. And in for the Houston touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 43. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
He brings the offense up now for a first and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing on first down, Nix. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. They get there to take him down right around the 41.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And that leaves him with third and short.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, they just couldn't quite hang on.
Oh, he lost the football. Oh, the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense. That's good for 7. Now hang on. They want to take another look at this play. And a very important call coming up late in this game. Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Back to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So second down coming up. He'll look to throw it. Looking for the end zone and a deep shot. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted. And the Texans get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. The drive will start out with a first and 10. Here he is to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Try getting it to Nico Collins. So it's second down coming up. Setting up to pass. That'll be complete to Jacobs. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Throwing it again here. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. He'll throw it yet again. Has it, man. It's Achane. And this one doesn't go far. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go, set.
From the 47. Hits him on the out route. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. All right, so in overtime, Brock, we could see 1 possession or we could see 3+. If the team who gets it first scores, the game ends then and there. A field goal or less, and we play on, and their opponents get a chance to respond. And if we're still tied after those first 2 possessions, this soccer chick likes this. It's golden goal football, Brock. The next score would win. From the jaws of defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
First throw of overtime now. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds after getting this to the opposing 45. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he doesn't get much, a small pickup down to the 42. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Second down now, 7 to go. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with third down and 6 to go. Nicks off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Biggest play of OT. Offense set now on 4th down. Nicks from the gun. Throw is caught by the back. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. That's a gain of 10. And staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead. Play action with Nicks. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it. That's no gimme. Now, that's a pressure kick right there. And it's not going to win him the ball game, but now you set your defense up with the opportunity to go out there and close it out.
Without a doubt, Brock, the most important possession of the game about to begin as the kick is away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Go!
Now he gets a shot here in overtime. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Man, that ball looked good out of his hands. It just couldn't get through the defense cleanly. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go, here we go.
Pass play coming here. Finds a seam down the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now Achane. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The Saints add a 5th defensive back here. 3rd down coming up.
Let's go.
Dell now in motion right. Big gain has them across the 40. Give them 32 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Didn't take a rocket scientist to know, Kate. They want to get the ball in this guy's hands any way they could, not just in the passing game, and he just showed you why. This defense not prepared for his impact on the ground.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Smash, smash. Ready, ready.
Running left, here's Achane. And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain on that play, and now they're looking at 4th and 10. Big moment for Harrison Mevis here. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. Now the field goal unit runs on for its 2nd try tonight. From the left side. The kick is good. He got it. And we're going to keep it on here in overtime.
All right, officially, the next score wins this game, and they hope they'll get another chance to make that score because right there, well, they had a shot to win it with a touchdown. Instead, they had to settle for tying it up.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
It's Nix out of the pistol. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. This entire contest rests on his next kick. This 32 yards out on the right hash. The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken back the lead. So this will win on the road for the Saints. And they only needed to set him up with a shot to connect and win it with 3, and his aim was true to make it happen and put an end